Just what was your view of yesterday and just some of the tough criticisms that your coach had for you? Alex, can you duck? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, disappointing, frustrating, obviously, to lose, and obviously lose in that fashion. It's just in a rough spot right now, and coach is gonna let us hear about that, and he's a part of this too. So definitely his frustrations come out as well. So I mean, what can you do except getting here today, work hard in practice, and be ready to go tomorrow? Because like we always talk about, the league just moves so fast. Like these couple losses in a row can turn on you real quick.
That was his first game back, and he comes out with some comments about most disappointed he's been in 30-something years of coaching. I mean, how does that type of thing kind of land with you guys when even when pride is kind of being called out a bit?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that, honestly. He has his feelings as, the head coach of our team, rightfully so. That's how he feels. He's very frustrated. We lost by 50 last year, so that's definitely the worst experience of my basketball career. So I can't say last night was number one for me. But obviously, we need to be better, and obviously, there are parts in our game and us as a team that have to be better, and we have to figure that out, because we can come out here and cry about things, but like they got to be fixed. Otherwise, we just keep going out there and getting smacked.
Ty, I wanted to ask you kind of about that too. There's such a juxtaposition between, Alvin's tone and then what we heard from Doug, and you were here the whole time with Doug, and almost a good cop, bad cop routine in a way. Does you feel like this team is more responsive to one tone or the other, or do you think it needs both?
I mean, I think you shouldn't need that regardless. Like, what TT kind of talked about. Where was that at? Where were we at? Dallas, or when he had his tyrant when he went off a little bit. I think as a grown man and as like a professional basketball player, what you should be frustrated by your own performances and how you're performing and how your team is performing, more so than what any coach has to say to you or anything like that. Like you got to look at yourself in the mirror and go home, watch film, come to the gym early, get your stuff done. Just be better, be a better basketball player. Like you got to do that yourself. So I don't think it's necessarily, like, to be honest with you, like good cop, bad cop, like that shouldn't matter at all. You know what I'm saying? Like guys should just want to, for themselves and for their teammates, be better. And personally, that's how I feel. It's losing is very frustrating for me, and I don't need anybody to say anything to me to get more frustrated than I already am.
Ty, I was curious how, I know it's a way down the list of things that went wrong last night, but when you have a player like Buddy and he's out there for 24 or 25 minutes and he only took 3 shots as a playmaker on the team, how much does that kind of bother you a little bit to not have more moments for him?
Yeah, just you got to figure out how to get him in better spots, right? I think I've done a pretty good job of that throughout the year, and I think last night I personally might have got away from it a little bit, just finding him better. But you guys know how it is. Teams focus so much on Buddy, and they're so focused on running him off the 3-point line and being up on his screens that opens up everything for us. So even in games where he doesn't take a lot of shots, he affects the game so much just by his presence, because they're not leaving him when I'm driving or when Fox is going or when HB is going, where whoever's going, you're not helping off Buddy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he can make an impact on the game without it looking crazy on the stat line. You know what I'm saying? And, we just got to figure that out, and we'll be better as time goes on.
Yeah, Ty, you played around 90 games. That's a little over a full NBA season. Just wondering how you're feeling as far as you and your game in the NBA. You're playing pretty good basketball right now, 20-10 over your last 6. Just, has the game slowed down for you at all, or you just feel like you're just kind of getting more comfortable as each game goes by?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just every game, I'm just taking as a learning experience, learning more and more about the game of basketball, about the game within the game, in the NBA. Just learning as much as I can right now, and that's just helping me as time goes on. So I feel like I'm in a good place right now with how I'm playing, but I also feel like I can be so much better, and when I'm better, it helps our team. So obviously individually, I'm okay right now, but I just want to win. So whatever my stats look like, I don't care. I just want to win.
Ty, following, Alvin Gentry's comments from last night, is there a conversation amongst players that takes place before today's practice that we got to regroup and get it together, or is it just a go out and attack practice kind of thing?
I think it's just a conversation amongst our team, you know what I'm saying? Amongst everybody, coaches included, you know what I'm saying? Just having that discussion, because I don't think what Coach Gentry is saying is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's how he feels. And, I mean, it's true. Like, it's disappointing. Like, we could have been a lot better. I thought we were good in the first half. You hold the team to 49 in the first half, and then give them 80 in the second half. Like, there's a problem there, right? And he's frustrated. I think we're all frustrated. So it's just about having a conversation, because you can't take, his frustrations or how he feels. Like, you can't take that to heart and get all sensitive. Like, you just, as a basketball player, as a grown man, like, you just gotta, take that in stride and have that conversation and figure it out.
Let's go to Zoom. Let's go to James.
Yeah, Ty, you're coming into a game where it looks like OKC is having a bunch of players testing positive as we speak right now. Just as one of the group that has not gone into health and safety, how do you protect yourself in the situation? How do you do everything you can do to avoid getting put in health and safety and actually catching COVID?
Yeah, knock on wood. Just honestly, just staying at the house. My family's been coming into town, but just making sure they're getting tested regularly, making sure I'm getting tested regularly. Just doing what I can, I guess. Washing my hands more consistently. I got all my shots. I know I missed practice a little, a couple weeks ago with the booster. I don't know. I'm keeping my mask on, just trying to stay safe right now, because obviously times are crazy.
I know it's not what the league is asking or the team is asking, but any thoughts on potentially wearing a mask on the court?
No chance. 0% chance. Like, no chance.
All right, let's go to Christos.
Hey, Ty, I hope you're doing well. As one of the leaders of this team, especially this season, how important for you personally is to bring a positive vibe in the team and approach the game against the Thunder as a fresh start for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's just how I have to be on a daily basis. I think Luke talked about it, Doug talked about it, Alvin talked about it. Just like me being who I am, letting my personality kind of just spread throughout the team. I get along with, all the guys and have good relationships with a lot of these guys. So just being who I am and, coming here every day, just excited to play basketball, excited to, do, a child's game as my job and just have fun, man. So I'm just trying to be, the best I can at that. Obviously, I'm a human being, so frustrations happen, and every day is not a great day. But at the end of the day, like, I just got to be who I am and hope that's enough and hope that works. So going into tomorrow and even coming into today, just with a good spirit, coming in with just good vibes from myself, and hopefully that resonates down the line. Yeah, appreciate you.
One more, Ty. Is that okay? The game plan, executing the game plan. There's all these bullet points that you guys that seem to come up like every day, and we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't game plan, straight line drives, et cetera, et cetera. Where do you feel like the disconnect is? How come you guys can identify problems, talk about problems, and then get out on the court and not be able to like resolve, some of those issues?
I mean, I think it's easy to reflect on mistakes or reflect on what you can do better when you're not in the heat of battle. You know what I'm saying? When you're not in it. So it's easy for us to come in here after the game, the next day and say, this is what we have to do better, because guys have watched film and guys have, had time to really sit there and think about what's going on and how we can be better. And I think we keep talking about, like, right, it's the little things, it's these things, but like these little things add up and make it look so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the little, an offensive rebound here, a miscommunication on a pick and roll here, like, because there's a lot of times where it'll be a miscommunication on a pick and roll, a shot will go up, and then we'll give up offensive rebound. Then it'll be a kick out three. Like, that's 3 mistakes that just added up to one big play. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to do a better job of minimizing those. You know what I'm saying? And we've been talking about that since the summer, really, right? Of getting rid of compound mistakes, just being better, being more consistent. It's either we figure it out or we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about there's nobody coming to save us by any means or anything like that. But I think that's the biggest thing for us, is just trying to minimize on mistakes. And, I think better things will happen for us.